Hare Krishna. The value of our work is not determined by our work's market value. In today's civilization, which is highly commercialized, everything is measured in terms of money. And when people do work, often their self-worth is reduced to their salary, to their remuneration. And people, when they do some work and if it doesn't give them enough money, they may feel, what is the use of it? What is its value? Now, when we equate the value of our work with its market value, then we set ourselves up for frustration, for insecurity, and for inferiority complex. Why? Because the external world's valuing systems are fickle. So what is considered valuable in the world today may not be considered valuable sometime later. Now, of course, when we have to live in this world, we may have to adapt ourselves so that we can earn a proper living, and we may have to do some adjustments, learn some new things, make some adaptations. But at the same time, you should know that just because the world does not value something doesn't make that objective valueless, make that thing valueless. Many of the world's greatest books, many of the world's greatest forms of art, initially when they were written, composed, they were not appreciated. They were often neglected. Some of the greatest books that were written, they were rejected by maybe sometimes dozen, 2,000 publishers. And later, finally, when they were published, they became international bestsellers over a period of time. So the point is, what the market may not value today, it may value tomorrow. And even if the market doesn't value, that alone does not determine the value of an object. So to not let our work and our vision be consumed by the world's fickle valuing systems, we need to direct our work towards something higher than the world. The Bhagavad Gita offers us that higher object when it urges us to worship, to do our work in a mood of worship to Krishna. Yatah pravrittir bhutanam yena sarvamidam tatam swakarmana tam abhyarcha siddhim vindati manavaha. So Krishna says that supreme being from whom everything has come and who is manifested in everything, we should worship him. Swakarmana tam abhyarcha, worship him with our work. And he assures over there that siddhim vindati manavaha. By so doing, we will attain perfection. So perfection is ultimately liberation from material existence. It is the attainment of Krishna's eternal abode, where there is a life of ecstatic love and happiness awaiting us. Now, Krishna says, by doing our work in a mode of worship, we will attain this perfection. This means that the value of work is determined in Krishna's eyes not by the work's market value, but it is determined by the mood in which the work is done. So whatever be our present situation, whatever be our present vocation, whatever be its valuation in the world's eyes, if we do it in a mood of devotion, it's Krishna, this is my situation and this is the way I am meant to act. I am acting in this situation. Please accept this. I try to offer this to you in a mood of service. When we do that, even if the world doesn't value the work, we will find that doing the work in a mood of devotion to Krishna will give us fulfillment, will give us a deep satisfaction that doesn't come even when there is a great valuation for our work by the outer world. And of course, when we serve Krishna in a mood of devotion, it is not just that Krishna values the work, but gradually, as we use our intelligence to serve Krishna better and better, we can also help others, help the world to understand the value of what we are doing in a mood of service. So by fixing our eyes on Krishna, we can gain inner security and inner stability by which we can optimize our outer contributions and thereby increase the possibility of the world also valuing our work. By refusing to let the work's market value become equated with the work's value, we can maintain our integrity to our core self, and thus we can express our inner talents and move forward constructively in our life towards expressing those talents and doing justice to the gifts that God has given us, and thereby making the special contribution that each of us is meant to make in this world through our life. Thank you. Hare Krishna.